Welcome back to the Union Street Podcast. Thank you for listening. Hey, thanks for watching too. We're on YouTube. This is number 52. 52 episodes of Union Street Podcast. 52 weeks straight. It's been a year of doing this podcast. Holy cow, I can't believe we made it this far. Can we hear it? Thank you. Yes, I know. What a journey. What a unexpected education this podcast journey has been. That's awesome. So thank you for following along. In this episode, we are going to be talking about a presentation that I gave called Using Technology for Your Mural Project. And this is a presentation that I mentioned that I gave at the Marion Carnegie Library recently. And so I'm going to jump on here and do an episode talking about the murals that we have here at Union Street Arts. A lot of people know us from our murals. And, we're just going to talk about how we did it and how we leveraged the technology that we have today to do that. Because there are so many tools at our fingertips. It's unbelievable. So in this episode, we're going to be talking about all the steps, and by the end of it, hopefully you'll be able to create your own mural. That's our goal with this, is to give you the tools to then apply yourself and do something fun, create some art. And the tips are right here to create your own mural. So quick rundown of each one, and then we'll dive deep into all of them. Number 1, research and development and find a wall. 2, photograph and measure your canvas, design your mural, prep the wall. You need to project at night, and that's a big part of the technology now, is using a projector and doing it at night so you can see the projection on the wall as you trace it. Number 6 is paint. Number 7, share the process, because people want to know what's happening with these murals. It's cool to share online the process so people can follow along, see the progress, see the development. And it's share the process. So let's just jump right into it. So thank you again for listening, subscribing. Let's go. A little bit about me. If you don't know, my name is Luke O'Neill, award-winning media producer here at Union Street Arts. Went to school at SIU, got my degree in mass communication media arts with a minor in theater, actually. And I also own White Oak Wedding Films, which is a wedding videography company here in Southern Illinois. So that's a little bit about me. Union Street Arts, Union Street Podcast, Small Town Big Business is another podcast that we do. So shout out to them. Let's keep it going. So number 1 is research and development. So how do you go about research and development for your murals? So just look online. Search hashtags on Instagram. Mural, hashtag searching a location on Instagram. See what kind of murals are out there. Google cool mural locations around the globe. You can see what other locations have done, and you can see all different types of styles just from searching on TikTok, Instagram, Google, YouTube. Use the tools of the internet to help you. And that's a big technology aspect. Either it's a computer, an iPhone, a tablet, whatever that is, get some internet and research what you like, what you want to, be inspired by. And then ask a local expert or Zoom. You can call someone, reach out to someone. Maybe there's a local mural artist in your town already. Reach out to them and ask them some questions about it. If they don't have time to meet you in person, schedule a Zoom. Get on a Zoom with the person. Even if they live 1,000 miles away, you can still connect using Zoom and be able to talk to that person potentially through Zoom. So that's another technology aspect that is maybe, it just opens a lot of doors for information. So research and development, number 1. Number 2, photograph and measure your canvas. So you need to know what the dimensions are, what what your canvas size is going to be. That way you can design for that wall specifically. So this wall was 14 by 80. So it's pretty long horizontal composition. So whenever actually we worked on this project with the Southern Illinois University School of Art and Design, and they painted this with one of my old professors. Shout out to Antonio Martinez. And the whole Marion Mural project and the Marion Cultural and Civic Center that helped make this project come to life. So this is the pre-wall. So they designed for this wall, knowing the dimensions. And when you photograph something, that's a camera. You can use your phone, but that's another technology that you can then put into a computer and start designing on top of this photograph. And that's pretty helpful. Number 3 is design. And this was the design that the school came up with. And this was actually done in Photoshop and Adobe Illustrator. And this was on a computer. And you can see that there's almost 4 different main sections of this design. You've got the coyote, the swamp fox, the deer, and then the raccoon over here. And because they had that photograph, you can see the buildings actually in the background here. They designed right on top of the photograph to be able to just see the whole thing laid out. So yeah, design. Now, when it comes to design, you can be as creative as you want. You want to have a style or something that represents you, and that you can, if you're working with a building owner, something that they're going to want to see on their wall too. So it's a collaborative thing, depending on whose wall you're painting this on. So they'll have their input. There's going to be back and forth, give and take, but designing with the intentions of what you want to create and what the building owner will allow. And so for this design, they wanted to have history told through wildlife and the nature scene. You can see the total eclipse in the background behind the fox. And so that was sort of the theme of this. And they worked with a local historian to hear different stories, and each animal sort of represents a storytelling aspect of the community. So that was a pretty interesting way to tie in the design with the historic storytelling. So you can get creative as you want. Just it's up to you. Develop a style, work on it, get some feedback, work on it some more, and just see what is going to look best in the design phase. Number 4, prep the canvas. So here's a few photos of the students and Antonio prepping the wall. So when it comes to prepping the wall, this is maybe some old technology, but we have a ladder, a scraper, and a power washer here. And actually you can see they're filling in some of the they're doing some tuck pointing right here, and actually working on the brick, because when it comes to a mural, your canvas is a wall. It's not necessarily the canvas that you're used to, smooth and white. It's rough. Painting on bricks is rough. It moves. It has its own characteristics and properties depending on how weathered it is or what the existing paint is peeling off. So it's definitely a different type of canvas when you're working with a big mural like this. And so you want to make it as smooth as possible for painting, and that's why prepping the wall, and since you're going through all that effort to do the mural, you want it to last as long as possible as well. So prepping the wall is going to help you get a better painting surface and also help in the longevity aspect of the mural. So first you would power wash right here to spray off any gunk and grime that the wall has, any loose paint chunks. Then you scrape the wall and to get off all of those loose paint chunks, because if it's loose, it might peel off your new paint that you put on top of it. And then this third step here, they're filling in the grout and they're tuck pointing and they're smoothing it out. just getting it ready to then prime, which is our next step. Prime the canvas white. So you can see here, this is kind of a funny picture of Antonio as he was painting, priming the wall with spray. I recommend using spray if you can to prep your wall, particularly with brick in my experience, because it just penetrates the brick more and it's not so laborsome than having to like roll and get in every single little crack when you can just spray it all white and get it done pretty quickly. So I really do recommend using a sprayer. That's another piece of gear or tech that will help you in this whole mural process. And you can see right here, it's all primed, it's ready to go, and actually it's connected to this mural, which is probably our most popular one you might have seen on social media. It's kind of iconic Union Street imagery, and so it's really cool to see that unfold with the mural connected to the mural. And so that sort of shows how this whole mural will play into the landscape that is already existing in and how it interacts with the surrounding landscape. That's another part of these murals is, how is it going to interact with the surrounding natural landscape that it exists in. And so I think I'm really excited about how this unfolded with the murals side by side. And so up here, Antonio is on a Zoom call. He's teaching class. He's painting a mural. And so this is kind of a funny shot in between painting and Zoom meetings. It's just, that creative space environment where, you take a meeting, but you're in paint clothes, and it's just an exciting, fun thing to do. So enjoy the process. Don't take yourself too seriously and just try to have fun with it, because there will be challenges when it comes to these projects and the size that they are. You can see the scale of this thing is pretty massive. When Antonio's right here, he's pretty small. So it's probably 3 lengths of him high. Gosh, really long. So anyways, it's a big project, but yeah, try to have fun with it. The next step is projection and outlining your design. So for this one, use a laptop and a projector at night. And this is an important piece, is that you have to do it at night because the sun is too bright to project outdoor, if this is an outdoor mural, and it has to be dark for the projection light to actually show up on the wall. And especially as a detailed of mural as this is, you really need as much dark as you can get so you can adequately project and see what you're outlining. So right here, you can see Antonio's got his laptop. He's got a stand with a projector on it. He's pretty far away from the mural. This is not a wide throw projector. It's just like a normal projector. So you have to get pretty far away depending on the size of your canvas that you're painting. And so, yeah, we had a long extension cord and we ran it out, and luckily we were able to reach it. But yeah, pretty far away. Projector, laptop, connect it, and then you can see right here is actually where they're doing the outlining. And it gets a little tricky. You can see some shadows. You can see when you're standing in the projector trying to paint, and it can be almost like it can be a little challenging painting environment, really. So just go slow, be safe on the ladders, because for this one, it's pretty high up. And so just be safe. Remember that it's not worth, stretching and getting injured or falling off a ladder. It's not worth it. So, and then you can see another picture here of just the laptop, what the design looks like on this computer screen and what it looks like being projected. And we used, I believe, acrylic, almost like chalk or something like that. Like you can use chalk, you can use Sharpie, you can use different materials to outline it on the wall, something that will stay if it rains or something between the next time you're able to go paint, just something that's going to stay on the wall. And here's the fun part. Number 6 is paint. You paint the mural. And again, I would encourage you to document the process of the painting. You can do cool time-lapse videos, I would recommend, where you can see the start to finish of all the paint and the painting unveiled that way. It's a really cool technique I've seen a lot of professional mural artists use. You can use a phone as a reference too when you're painting. Now that's another piece of technology, is the phone. You can have it right here. You can zoom in on it with your hand and you can look at, okay, wait, where's my line? Where am I painting? Where does this point meet this edge? Stuff like that. And a phone is an amazing technology to do that. So yeah, and you can see right here, the swamp fox coming in, Antonio on the ladder. It's quite a delicate balance. And this thing was a marathon. And I'm just so impressed with the physical feat that some of these murals are. Really, it's a huge, huge undertaking. So yeah, paint away, share the process. So, we did that. We posted about it on social media. We shared it. We did podcast about it, Union Street podcast, where we talked about the process. The local news got involved. You can see Channel 3 here. Did an interview with Antonio, just promoting the murals. So get active, get the word out, try to create some buzz around the project you're doing. And that includes create your own media around it, reach out to other media and see if they can make, just share the process and get as many eyes as you want on it. Promote yourself, promote your art, promote your mural. So anyway, share the process. So that's it. And we challenge you to do your own mural. You now have the tools and technology and the steps it takes to get it done. So go out and do it all. Research and development, find your wall, photograph and measure your canvas, design your mural, prep the wall, project at night, paint, share the process. If you have any questions about murals, you want to know more, check us out on unionstreetarts.com. We have all of our murals up on that website. You'll see more of our work. You'll see podcasts. You'll see weddings that we do, video commercials. Send us a DM. Leave a comment. Reach out. We're happy to help share this information to bring awareness to what we think is cool. And hopefully give somebody else the tools that will help them succeed. And that's what we're passionate about. That's what we love to do. So go out and create your own mural. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to this channel, unionstreetarts.com, White Oak Wedding Films. Be looking out for more content. We got more exciting things coming soon. We'll see you in the next one.